philosophy is, the first thing that I want to comment on is I agree. Why should people have to reinvent the wheel?
Right.
If the wheel already is made. There is a system that's in place there with academics, with the reporting of the teachers, with the clearinghouse information. And that information is always out there and available. And I agree that a lot of parents don't know what their kids need. They trust the coaches,
right.
They trust the school, and then lo and behold, they get to senior year and find out, oh, my kid's got to take this or take that,
right?
Because it sounds good. Just because someone has a scholarship doesn't mean that they're automatically in. They still have to apply to their school, and they still have to get admitted to their school.
Right.
So when you're talking about that, yes, communications is the key.
Right.
Communications is the key. If you know your son, Marquise, went through what he went through at the school he went through, and then you have Marcus Tay, who basically already knew ahead of time that I've met all these qualifications and all these standards. So why wouldn't someone that knows you go talk to you?
Right.
And why wouldn't they get the information?
I agree.
The whole thing about Wheaton Sports Solutions that I love is the principle of moving the kids forward and doing something for the community as a whole.
Right.
Because we as parents could truly just take care of ours, of the ones that are around us.
Right.
But the big thing is, how can we help everyone get to the point where they need to? There's more than enough room out there for everybody to succeed.
There is.
Everybody succeed. And if you're talking about the amount of universities, people don't even know the massive amount of universities that are across this country. And these kids can get an education there.
And that's what Wheaton Solutions brings, is those qualities. One of the things that I want to make sure that is a bright point with Wheaton Solutions is that people understand that a lot of these people that we're bringing in, they're able to rub elbows with them. They're able to talk to them. They're able to actually work with them. I'm a parent of a kid that's about to go into high school, and I'm being stretched every way. What is the single piece of advice that you would give me as a parent who has had kids make pro, who have had kids leave the home and do very well? I'm a single parent. What would you tell me? What single advice would you tell me going forward?
The single advice that I would tell you going forward is, I know everyone talks about God or all this or that, but I think God creates an environment of love. And in that environment of love and prosperity, prosperity is every aspect of your life being successful. It is not just about the dollar signs, what most people think it's about every aspect of your life being prosperous. In this situation, if you are a single mom, just know that you're not in it by yourself. There are plenty of other single moms who have had to do the same thing that you're doing. Link yourself up with some great people. Also, when you go to the schools, a lot of people don't even know that they have resource centers in every high school. And in their resource centers, they have scholarship applications for any kind of reason you can't even imagine. Not just the scholarships you get for sports and track and field. They have scholarships for someone who may be the first son or the first daughter. Someone that may be from a single parent home. They have tons of scholarships out there, so I would give that recommendation to you, is to utilize the resources that are there. Now that we are in an internet social networking society, don't be embarrassed. Put it out there, even if you use Facebook. My child wants to go to this school. Does anyone have any ideas of what they need to do to get in there? What are the requirements? Check online to see what the requirements are for the school. That's very, very simple. All you have to do is go to a catalog there, and it will have the information on what the requirements are. Check online and see that a lot of people don't understand that there is a pack from Arizona with the other schools that are in the West for them to assist them educationally wise. They don't know that because they want to do an interchange of the states that are close to each other. When we went for my daughter Darian, and we went to go look for stuff, for information for scholarships, in the resource office they had a scholarship for someone who had some type of disability. That's something that no one ever would have thought about. And basically it's because another person's child had passed away because of that. So you need to go to the resource center. You need to go to the career, I think it's called the career ladder or the resource center. You need to go there and get the information. The next thing that you need to do, if you're on Do Right, if you're on the Cheetahs, if you're on Rising Suns, if you're on one of those teams, just say, do you know anybody? My child has goals. And that's the first thing I'm going to tell you. When we start every season, we have the kids write goals. They have to write track goals. They have to write family goals. They have to write life goals. They have to write school goals. And if they go to church, they have to write church goals. Because if you don't have a plan or think that you can go anywhere, why should you try? So that's something very simple that you can have the kids do. Also, we ask for them to bring their grade reports in. And when we ask for them to bring their grade reports in, we're not trying to be nosy, and we're not sharing this information with anybody else. What we're just trying to find out is, where do they need help? We have tutoring that goes on if a kid needs tutoring. Because you know what? We're trying to complete and make a total package for success for life.